Welcome to the video training for the Lumber Buddy Portable Workstation. This portable load building platform was first introduced in 2000 and is now in use in all 50 states and every Canadian province. Today our goal is to teach you how to use the Lumber Buddy and how to use it safely. The Lumber Buddy Portable Workstation helps load builders work safer and work smarter by reducing the need to pull loads by hand. Let's show you the unit and give you a quick rundown of parts and uses. Here is an image of the Lumber Buddy Portable Workstation. Here we have the feet and the base of the unit. The base is capable of a 10,000 pound load. These are the uprights. The unit is symmetrical, so we call the side with the uprights the back of the unit. The banding channels are located here and here. There are a total of 4 on this unit, but they come in many configurations. Take note of the reflective safety stickers here and make sure they are oriented correctly on your unit. Now let me explain the banding channels to you in a bit more detail. They are designed to accept 2x4, 3x3, and 1.5" groove dunnage. These stickers, as they're commonly called, can be placed in the channel before or after the product is loaded in the unit. These channels also keep the dunnage in place while you are tensioning the strap. All dunnage sizes are elevated in the channel, providing a space below the dunnage to feed strapping through. Also note the banding channels are movable on the base. This allows you the freedom to place your stickers any place you would like on the finished bundle. Now let's talk about safety. Please note the 2 safety stickers on your Lumber Buddy. The first is a sticker located on the upright to remind the operator to always use the fork pockets, as demonstrated in this clip. Never transport your Lumber Buddy portable workstation without using the fork pockets. The Lumber Buddy is designed in such a way that it can't tip off the forks during normal use when the fork pockets are used correctly. This clip also shows a good transport height. Always transport the Lumber Buddy at the lowest possible height. You can transport the unit from either side, but transporting the unit with the uprights in the back allows the lumber to be cradled on the platform, keeping it secure. The second warning sticker alerts operators to potential pinch points on units equipped with wing extensions like this one. We will talk more about wing extensions later in the video. Also on this label is a reminder of the maximum load limit of 10,000 pounds. Now let's switch gears a little and talk about using the Lumber Buddy Portable Workstation. Using your Lumber Buddy Portable Workstation is as easy as 1, 2, 3. First, keep your buddy close. By this, we mean that you should take the Lumber Buddy with you to build your load. The Lumber Buddy is designed to be transported around the yard on your lift, eliminating excess travel to and from bump posts or stationary pull racks located throughout your yard. By mobilizing this process, you not only reduce or eliminate unnecessary transportation, but you also reduce traffic and wear and tear on your forklift. By eliminating the need for stationary pull racks or bump posts in your yard, you free up valuable space to be used for a better purpose. Second is leave the work area like you want your buddy to leave it for you. This includes flat decking and not leaving small portions on a rack. For example, if the unit you built only left a dozen boards, you should grab the replacement bundle and put those boards as well as the new bundle in the rack so that it is ready to go for the next person. Who knows, that next person could be you. The image on the top left is very inefficient and unsafe. You can't fork split off the boards you need because the previous users took from the front of the bundle. The image in the bottom right is well kept. It would be fast and efficient to fork split off the lumber you need and not have any issues of safety from the boards falling. Which yard would you rather work in? Number 3 is think before you start. Here we want you to mentally build that load before you ever start. For example, you should know what you want to put down first and last, and even plan ahead far enough to consider how to keep your travel to a minimum throughout the yard. During this phase, if you begin to notice that something is in a place that isn't working too well, talk to a supervisor about moving them to a better location. See, it really is as easy as 1, 2, 3. In this section, we will demonstrate the use of the Lumber Buddy. The main function of the Lumber Buddy is to reduce handling the lumber. Excess handling of product is costly. This clip demonstrates how to load dimensional lumber from the front. Front loading can only effectively be used to load the first layer. After the first layer, we recommend backsliding, which we will get to in a minute. Hand loading dimensional lumber onto the Lumber Buddy from your forks is the bread and butter of this unit. Notice the operator has placed the forks at a comfortable height for him. That allows him to use gravity to his advantage in moving the lumber from stack to stack. This is also a good way to avoid back injuries. Here we are showing you the same basic idea but with sheet goods. Note the correct working height here as well. Backsliding is simply using the uprights to secure the material as you pull the forks out. This can be done with dimensional as well as sheet goods. Just make sure you have the product resting lightly on the banding channels or the forks resting lightly on the material that's already in the Lumber Buddy as you back out. This should be a smooth, fluid process. This feature of the Lumber Buddy is one of the most used features. Here is an example of double fork splitting. Fork splitting is a time-saving feature of the Lumber Buddy. When used as a mobile splitting rack, the Lumber Buddy allows you to split units more efficiently because of improved visibility. You will also avoid damaging the product behind the unit you are splitting, as often happens when splitting open units stored in front of full units. Remember, when you are fork splitting, to keep your forks dressed and level to avoid product damage. We recommend single fork splitting as illustrated in this example. Single fork splitting can be done effectively for dimensional lumber and also sheet goods. When single fork splitting dimensional lumber, it is best to place your fork tip in line with the upright and angle the back of your lift toward the center of the Lumber Buddy, as shown in this example. Single fork splitting requires less skill than double fork splitting, but does require some patience and practice. Sheet goods are easier to split. In this section, it is helpful to mention a benefit of fork splitting is that you can rotate some older stock out. The sheets that are on the bottom of a bundle seem to get a lot more damage because they are always handled. When you fork split and put the top of the bundle away, you have now rotated the bottom piece out of the stock and now a new piece takes its place from the bottom. Now I'll take a moment and talk to you about the wing extensions. Not every unit is equipped with wing extensions, but if yours has them, there are a few things to know. Watch pinch points. When you're moving the extensions in and out, make sure you keep your hands away from the corners to avoid pinching them. Also, make sure you only have the unit stretched out as far as the material requires. This is called right-sizing the unit. Always right-size the unit for the job you are doing. An example of not right-sizing the unit would be having the extensions all the way out to move a bundle of 8-foot 2x4s. This isn't practical or safe. Also note, when you are sliding the extensions in or out, first you need to pull and twist the lock pin on both wing tubes like the one shown here. Then slide the extensions close to where you want them, twist the lock pins again, and slide the extension so it will lock in place. Then visually check the lock pins and make sure that they are in the locked position before you try to transport the Lumber Buddy unit. Also, make sure you use the wing extensions at equal distances to always keep your load balanced. A rule of thumb here is to do to one side the same as you do to the other. If you move one side out 2 feet, the other side needs to be moved out 2 feet. Here is a shot of the Easy as 1-2-3 document used to train from. This is available from your training staff as well as from our website. Simply go to the website www.lumberbuddy.com/easy-123 as shown here, and then click the download button. There is a lot of good information in this handy reference sheet. In closing, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you have learned some helpful tips to let you work smarter and safer. The Lumber Buddy will be a great asset to your team. Remember, if you have any questions, the Lumber Buddy team is only a phone call or email away to answer any questions or talk you through any issues. You can reach us at 888-844-4708 or visit us on the web at worksafeworksmart.com.